Streaming.
Green, what's your problem, Green? What is your problem? Missile alone ramp.
A concept originally introduced in 1993 at a small show in Palo Alto that Xerox PARC was hosting, and a group of engineers decided to test out their new technology to broadcast on the internet. They displayed a band known as Severe Tire Damage up online, and thus the idea of streaming was born. Soon this new invention would blossom over the course of several years, and several sites like Justin.tv and Yoku would sprout up and implant their names in history. But no sites would reach such a status as these next two. Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide as I step in the room. YouTube was an online video sharing service originally created in 2005 that would explode across the scene, becoming something that the former PayPal employees who founded it never thought it would become. As for Twitch, it was introduced in 2011 as a live streaming service specifically focused on video games and thoughts, if that's your kind of thing. In context of this video, YouTube doesn't really matter as much. Like, YouTube's streaming game isn't bad per se, but that's besides the point. I just felt the need to address it since YouTube is so large in its own right. We talking about Twitch right now. This website would become the largest streaming platform ever known to man, housing names like Ninja,
I'm not seeing enough movement.
Shroud, Lyric,
What the fuck? Darth Maul?
Ludwig,
I'm not muted, you fucks. And you say that shit again, I'll ban all your asses. Mods on them. Not on Twitch Jeopardy, all right? You can run that shit on any other fucking hack show on Twitch, but on Twitch Jeopardy, we run by my rules. And I'm not fucking muted.
and so many other boys. Twitch had everything going for it. Everyone loved it, besides all the controversy and stuff, and things seemed to be going so swell. That is, until a new service would enter the fray, clearly focused on toppling the economy that Twitch has built over many years and hellbent on creating a name for themselves: Mixer. This platform, originally named Beam, launched at the beginning of 2016 and then was acquired by Microsoft near the end of that year. Mid-2017, it was dubbed Mixer, and the journey began. This new streaming platform was finally going to topple the god that was Twitch and steal the whole monopoly for themselves. Said no one. Ever. Not in a million years. Never, ever. It's fine to look right now at just how abominable Mixer's run-up into the fray is. As of 2019, according to an annual report by Streamlabs and Newzoo, Twitch users have watched a total of 9.8 billion hours, compared to Mixer's measly 357 million in comparison. Literally 3.7% of Twitch's total. As for concurrent viewers, Twitch has 1.12 million people watching at a time. Doesn't seem like a ton, right? I mean, Mixer must have maybe half of that at this point, I imagine? Well, yeah, Mixer only has 40.8 thousand. Like, holy shit, that is a new low. All this information in mind, Twitch has around 4.4 million unique channels, and Mixer has 2.7 million, which makes it even more sad to see Mixer's numbers. Now, this is all in 2019, and Mixer has now signed Ninja and Shroud over, two of the largest streamers who were originally on Twitch, so Mixer must have gotten some pull in this opening of 2020, right? Well, during this time, Twitch has gotten a boom of growth. Plus 17% hours watched, and plus 20% growth in average concurrent viewers. Unfortunately for Mixer, yet again, they received a decrease in both of these categories, -7% and -5% respectively. Now, after throwing all those numbers at you, where does that leave us? You, being the most intelligent human being on Earth, might be thinking, I think Mixer isn't doing too great. And you know what, loyal viewer? You'd be right. Based on this information we have gathered, it's hard to see Mixer gaining any foothold in the future as Twitch is growing even more. I find this to be akin to that of TV streaming platforms. Netflix had such a huge hold on that market for a long time, but as other companies caught wind of this, they started popping in, slowly ripping Netflix of its shows and reputation of having everything you could ever want to watch. Now you'd have to figure out what you want to watch, find the streaming service that has that show, and be forced to pay for 2, 3, or more services that you probably hardly ever use. Personally, this felt like a real kick in the ass that I'd have to pick a specific streaming service to watch maybe 1 or 2 shows that I couldn't find anywhere else. That is until I just joined the Hulu student discount and pirated everything else. Anyways, I find this similar to the Mixer situation as they're trying to take the biggest streamers away to attempt swindling all their Twitch viewers with them. But this is where the similarities come to an end. Instead of switching over like TV streaming service users would, many people just didn't. They didn't find the draw of their favorite streamer to be alluring enough for them to completely move over to a new platform. A good aspect to explain this would be to look at the age market of that of Twitch and Netflix. Let's say for Netflix, their average user is around the age of 35. At this age, they have the money and such to hop between platforms and watch the shows that they want to watch. As for Twitch, its average user is only 21 years old, either still in college or in the workforce at this point, probably has no money, and feels no interest in moving over to something else just for a few familiar faces. Twitch also has that staple of hundreds of prominent streamers giving daily content that can be new, refreshing, and different. Meanwhile, Mixer really only has a couple of these. Besides, I can go without Ninja for a while. In conclusion, Mixer really has nothing going for it right now. Bringing old faces with a large view count doesn't really seem to be working, and with Twitch growing, Mixer's fate looks very bleak. It would be interesting to see a new platform rise up and become something as incredible as Twitch, but it just doesn't look like a possibility right now. Little side note here as well, I'm not sure how Mixer's TOS is handled, but they could market themselves fairly well if they fix what Twitch completely ignores. That being that those on Twitch who are getting by scot-free showing their ass and tits on camera, like, just go make an OnlyFans account or something, please. This is for the gamers, bro. Going off script here. The gamers belong on Twitch. We don't need girls. We don't need girls shaking their asses on Twitch. Like, that's what porn is for. Like, go to Pornhub. I don't care. Make friendly family content. Like, people are... Alright. People are going on Twitch, just showing off their bodies to get money. If you want to do that, just make an OnlyFans account. You don't need to go on Twitch and pretend you're playing a game, just vibing in the just chatting section, doing jack shit. Like, Twitch is for gaming. Alright? Just leave. I'm sorry. They just need to be purged. They're the scum of the platform. But seeing as how Alinity got away with a nip slip and literally needed to ban herself, it's not looking too great, guys. It's just not looking great at all. That being said, Mixer can market themselves as a platform that doesn't tolerate this behavior, an interesting tactic that I would absolutely love to see. Anyways, Twitch is poppin', Mixer's dying, and YouTube is demonetizing. Thank you for watching, have a good day, and bye-bye.